Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Yes, I did do videos over again because I was really beat down and whipped and tired the first 3 videos I did. So let me just sum it up because there's a lot more to add this time. To be quite honest, I had my gastric bypass on September 4th. Okay. Now, the thing about it, when I was there for 3 days, I was on just totally clear liquids. Then when I was discharged, I was on full liquids. So full liquids is the clear liquids along with, a cream-based soup. You can change it to add a cream-based soup, and, you can add a hot cereal of some type, sugar-free, fat-free yogurt, sugar-free or fat-free cottage cheese. And that's pretty much what I went home with. Well, from September 4th all the way up to the following Saturday, I had not had a bowel movement. Nothing was happening. And I'm like, okay, I got a new system. Maybe it's this. But it started getting worse, so I contacted the doctor who told me to get some Miralax. Some of you all might need that, like myself. So, got the Miralax. It had me go one time. Cool. Boom. Then, several days later, I went to BJ's. I had another friend who had the surgery, and she was telling me about how she got her protein. And even though I was on soft liquids, I just took a little smidgen just so I could taste it to see if it would be something in the future I might want to choose. And lo and behold, that same afternoon, I started having ratchet pain in my gut. I guess you could call it similar to dumping. But hold on. No, you're going to say it. You shouldn't have ate it. You should have ate it. Okay. So, got so bad. So freaking bad. The center of my stomach was like twisting. I was like hollering out pain. Ended up going to the ER. Come to find out, they said, ma'am, it wasn't a little piece of protein bar that you tasted. That wouldn't have done it. My bowel had twisted. Apparently they had stitched, you know how you stitch something very tight till it has a pucker, and it started to start to fold. And every time, because it's your bowel and your bowels constantly move, so every time my bowels would try to move, it would cause the pain to shoot through my stomach. I was in pain. When they got me there and they put me on morphine several times, I waited so long for them to get, because since you have a small stomach, it's not like when you used to go to the doctor and you go get contrast and you could just drink the contrast. No, it takes a while. It took me probably close to 2 hours to try to finish the contrast, or an hour and a half, somewhere like that. So once I got that all done, and then I had to sit there and wait to be seen because it's an ER. You have people come for trauma and everything else. So I had to wait my turn finally, and that's when they really pretty much, well, that's how they ended up telling me that was the issue. So they went in, they cut the suture that was tight, I guess, to loosen it up, and then reformed the sewing of it. Okay, I was fine. I don't wish that on my worst enemy, y'all. Although I scared myself, and I thought it was because I did do something a little out of the box by tasting something so small, but it wasn't that at all. Thank God. But I still won't be trying it until it's time. That scare was enough for me. Wow. As far as me and how I've been feeling, trying to really identify the relationship with me and food. Kind of enigma. But I will say this, probably like with any, oops, somebody's calling me, sorry. Probably with anything else, it brings a little joy, I guess, a little happiness. That's the only thing I could identify with it. I won't say it's a mood mender for me or anything like that, but I'm like a food connoisseur. I have a small cake business, and I love to keep my channel on the Food Network. Even now, even though I can't really eat anything, it doesn't tempt me or anything. I'm a foodie person. I love to see how food is made, taste new things. It's just that kind of thing for me. But I'm not an emotional eater. At least I don't identify with that at all. Happy, sad, mad, or glad, I don't feel like I need to pick up a cupcake or a steak. I just don't. I think most of my weight gain through the years had been through various things. Having a 10-pound baby, who knew? Um, Becoming diabetic. What else? Very, very moderate or maybe less with exercising. Um, I do eat sweets. Don't say I can't say I don't, but not to the point of gorging out. And I like stuff like coconut custard pie, little meringue pie, a cheesecake here and there, that kind of thing. But I love fruit. I just don't. And then I do have a thyroid condition. So there's so many things that played into it. And everybody says, oh, you're going to be skinny come Christmas. Next year, your birthday, you're going to be this and that. Everybody's having this wild expectation of how my body is going to look. I don't have a clue. And to be quite honest, as many pictures and YouTubes and videos that you see, when people look, oh, good, just, woo, blow your mind. It's a slow walk in the park. Because for me, I thought I would have lost a little bit more between the 4th and now. And I think I've lost maybe like 13 pounds. Which we all know, they always say the first 10 pounds is water weight. So, I think once I pass 15 to 20 and start seeing that solid weight loss, I see little things like my wrists are a little bit smaller. They're not as bulky and fluffy, shall I say. My legs, I have ankles instead of cankles. That's what I call it. And my skin is much smoother. It's not tight and swollen from lymphedema, all that kind of stuff. Things are changing with my body. I'm not taking any diabetes medicine. No. All my blood sugars have been completely normal. It was almost like when I came off the table, diabetes was gone. It ran away. Nothing. I don't take any metformin. I was on 3 blood pressure medications. I'm only on 2 now. And I am a heart patient. I have a pacemaker and a defibrillator combo. So, there are some changes that are happening. And just at this moment, waiting for my body to catch up. Waiting for this spectacular weight loss. And because I had to go in for the second surgery to untwist the bowel area, I'm back to trying to, heal on those areas. So they started me back on the full liquid diet. So for a whole day, and this is so no one else will panic, especially when you're sick or you're going through something. For the whole day that I was at the hospital, well, before then, I could get nothing in because the churning of the intestines balling up. Every time I put something down, make me feel like I was going to vomit. It constantly kept making me feel like I was going to vomit. And then what I did, I was dry heaving. I was like, ugh. But nothing, absolutely nothing was coming out. Couldn't understand to save my life, but it hurt like heck. It hurt so bad. So now, of course, being discharged today, got discharged from the hospital. I'm going to start back my regimen, of course, tomorrow. Getting all my vitamins in, because they didn't pump me with enough B1 and IV fluids, so I'm good. I'll start back fresh tomorrow. I did purchase this little gadget on Amazon. That's going to help me with my water intake. I'm sure you all have seen this before, but it has like the hours starting at 8 a.m. It kind of helps you out if you're drinking your water. It gives you a little motivation, all the way up to 8 o'clock at night. This is going to help me with my water because I do piss poor with liquids. Oh, and it's called Hydromate. Hydromate. Get you one. They come in an array of colors. So if purple ain't your color and red is, go get it. But that helps a whole lot. And I'm going to tell you what's another cute bottle to use. Now, I do protein drinks. Shakes, I'm not always up on the milk. So I keep this. You know what this bottle comes from, don't you? Very familiar. Hmm. It's a water bottle, um, and I just took the paper off of it, and I use this. This is good. You know, put my protein drinks in it, shake it up sometimes, and take it with me on the road. When I do powders, I use a gadget like this that has that little doohickey in there because it helps mix the powder and the milk really well. I'm always having some type of protein juice, water, or something by my bed. Sip here, sip there. Um, and so far, so good. And although I didn't plan to get this surgery for vanity purposes, but I am looking forward to it if it's some in there. Who knows? But I really got it because after being diagnosed with a heart condition, cardiomyopathy and left bundle branch, and I searched YouTube everywhere to see, because I was getting kind of nervous to see if it was anybody who had heart trouble that had a gastric bypass. I couldn't find anybody. So I decided to come to this platform to help. And remember, please like and subscribe. I'll be doing more videos along my journey and sharing my experience. So please like and subscribe, please. So, I decided with the heart condition when that came on. Okay, let's do the rest of the meal. Cardiomyopathy, left bundle branch blockage, hypothyroid. Well, they call it Hashimoto's thyroid disease. High blood pressure, diabetes, lymphedema. Gosh, is there anything else? Asthma. All these things, and obesity, just being heavy. All of these things came to a complete epiphany when I went to a doctor's office and they had a chart of this fat lady. A chart. And it was pointing to areas of her body. I don't know if any of you all saw it before in the doctor's office, but it's pointing like to her stomach, her chest, her underarm fat, her leg, her thigh, her neck, her this, and everything that was puffed, swole, or messed up on her came from a particular condition, or a condition created that area on her body. When I looked at that thing, most of those things were me. Even though I'm proportioned differently, not very, sloppy or, uh, grotesque in weight, I still felt like that was me. And then when I used to watch, well, I still do watch it, My 600-Pound Life, the things that these people go through, they're much larger than I am, but I can identify their pain myself. And I'm like, I am that person. I have two grandkids, actually three grandkids, one on the way. And it's like, I want to be able to be with my grandkids, have a good time. I want to be able to get on the floor with them, catch a ball, run for a ball, run for them, to catch them. I want to be able to do things. I mean, we know life ain't promised to everybody. Some people with the perfect bodies are gone from here. But it's not about the body. It's just about feeling good for me. Feeling good. And I said, honestly, I don't care if I don't lose another pound. The way my legs feel, y'all, I ain't gonna lie. And I told people this before, I feel like I have somebody else's legs. The way I can move now, the way I can breathe better now, the way I don't have to worry about taking diabetes pills. There is a lot of things that's different that I already appreciate. And I haven't even lost the first 50 pounds yet, let alone the first 20. But I am just so grateful to God that I did do it and I got over it. I would have done it a long time ago, but I guess I just wasn't ready. I wasn't convinced enough. But like they say, your health is your wealth. And when it got to a point on several other platforms of my life, because I'm a cake baker and I've stayed up all night, 4 o'clock in the morning sometimes, because I don't have the energy, the strength, or the endurance to get it done like I want to. And even if I was getting it done, I would get spasms. Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. I would get spasms in my neck and in my shoulder, my arm, because it's work doing cakes. Depending on what kind of cake you're doing, it's work. Okay. And the other thing was, I found myself one day in church, when you're doing praise and worship and all this kind of stuff. And it was like, put your hand up. And I put my hand up and quickly put it down. Why? Because of turkey waddle. That's what I call it. Underarm fat. That I'm like, okay, wait a minute. Hold up. All this fluffy is interrupting my praise and my worship. It's a problem now. When I saw it restraining me. And then I was telling my relative, you get tired of going to movie theaters and you're sitting down and the metal chair is pressed up against your thigh. When you get on a Greyhound bus and you have your seat and there's another seat, but a little of your thigh go over to their seat. All those little things that I started to come to a conclusion like it shouldn't be this way. And I couldn't even jump rope because the gravity of it all and the pain of me bending my knees thinking about jumping. I wish I would try to jump. Probably would have broke something. But I feel a sense of liberty that you need to pick up a jump rope because you can do it now, girl. Yeah. So there's changes, man. There's things happening to my body on the regular that I'm just like so grateful for. And I'm just ready. I'm ready to share this journey with you all and myself and the ups and downs. And I hope you continue to ride with me. Again, subscribe, thumbs up, like it. Let me know. And if any questions that you have that I can help with or answer, no problem. Bring them on. I really appreciate you taking time out to hear me. And maybe you got something too, out of this. And far as the food, let me get that real quick. Craving, I'm not craving food, but sometimes I like to taste something different because the milk and the juice and it gets kind of monotonous. So I just sometimes I want to taste something different. So I've been learning how to create stuff, a little differently with seasonings and stuff like that. And I'm looking forward to going into my soft foods. I'll go back to the doctor on Tuesday. At that point, I think I'll be doing mashed potatoes, maybe something similar to that. But yeah, it's gonna take a minute, and I'll keep you all posted. Thanks again. Sweet dreams. Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thanks for tuning in. Bye bye.